Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina and today I wanted to share some of my March favorites with you guys. I have been loving some new releases that came out in the month of March, earlier in that month, and also some that I've been loving in Feb as well, which you keep continuing in March, it's really a favorite. Yeah, and I have a lot of products today that I want to share with you. So if you guys want to know what my favorites are, then please keep on watching. The sequence of how I apply my makeup. The first thing I would want to apply is my primer. Now I've been loving this Vitamin B6 primer from Urban Decay. It's a hydrating primer, but it's one primer for combo skin. And what you do is you just spray the face after your moisturizer, and then it becomes a little tacky so that your foundation will go on amazing. It feels really hydrating. It keeps my makeup on all day. I love it. This gives you that little bit of hydration, but it still doesn't make you look dewy or shiny at the end of the day. So I really enjoy this primer. Next up we have foundation. Now I have two foundations to share with you. First one is a foundation that I bought last year, but I forgot that it was in my cabinet, and I was looking through my drawers and I found this again. So it's the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint, and it's in the shade Hazel. So it says it's oil free and it's SPF 15. It's a great tinted moisturizer because it has a medium coverage. It has it's pretty lightweight and it doesn't make you look dewy because it says it's a matte moisture tint. It's not like a fully matte finish. It's more like a demi matte sort of finish. So it gives you really nice glow to the skin. I have worn this for over 8 to 10 hours usually when I'm out and about, and it doesn't look shiny or anything at all. It just sits beautifully on the skin. Definitely I want to repurchase when I finish this. I have another foundation here. This one again I was trying out in March, and this is a newer release. It's the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation in the shade 45. Now this is being a cushion foundation, it's a little bit more dewy than the Jouer Moisture Tint. But what this is good for, because my skin is, although it's combo skin, it's a little bit dry at the moment. So this is really good for those days when my skin is feeling kind of drier on the cheek area. It does get a little bit dewy as the day progresses, so you have to blot a little bit, but I don't mind because it's it's pretty light coverage. It's light to medium, buildable. You can just build with this. It gives you again the beautiful finish. I don't know, I cannot recommend enough. I guess for days that you don't want a really glam look, you just want something natural and nice, then this is perfect. This is actually perfect. So again, this is another one of those foundations that I want to repurchase, only because it's drugstore, and for me, drugstore foundations are really hard to find, like, especially your shade. If you find the right consistency, you don't find the shade. So Maybelline makes some good foundations at the drugstore, and I've been really loving this at the moment. Talk about an eyeshadow palette that I've been loving at the moment, and actually today's look is all based on all of the favorites that I'll be talking. So I'll also be doing a video on this makeup look right here. It's a really pretty coppery glittery eye, so that you'll probably see in the upcoming video that will be posted. It's the NARS. It's the Loaded palette. It has the shade names at the back, but like if you look at this, like how gorgeous are these shades. They're all buttery, very smooth. They barely have any fallout. I do want to swatch some shades for you guys, so I'm going to swatch some of the more shimmery ones. They're not shimmery, I would call it more of like a satin shade, but they are absolutely stunning. I'm going to swatch. Like, do you see how gorgeous that is? That's just one of those shimmery shades. If you want, I can swatch some of the matte ones for you as well. I'm gonna do some of this, and then some of this. That's what it looks like. And I'm gonna do, sorry, my hand is all swatched up, but if you see, this is the kind of shades that they have. Very beautiful, very, very blendable. You know, often you'll find eyeshadows that are palettes that are more in the cool tone or more the warm tone. This is a mix of both, which I really love. I love both warm and cool tones. So yeah, this is one of my favorite palettes at the moment. I don't know, I just have been loving a lot of corally blushes, and yeah, this one I have. This is YSL. I have a blush on you. What a cute name, right? I have a blush on you, and look at the graffiti on this. I mean, look at the packaging. It's so amazing. You know, when you pay for a good quality palette, you pay for the packaging as well as the product, obviously. And this is a good size blush, and if actually I could show you, but I'm gonna show you opposite. But this is the shade. Don't know if it's picking it up, but it's quite kind of corally, orangey blush. It's beautiful, and you know, it has those. It has the monogram on it. But even when I use it, bronzer today that has been my favorite in the month of March. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. This is the medium to dark palette, and this is the bronzer right there. It's a sculpt shade, so you can use it for bronzing up the skin as well as give you a good contour, because it's that kind of shade that is not too gray, that is not too orange. I guess it's right in the middle, so you know, it gives you that perfect blend of contour and bronze. Let's swatch this for you. So this is the contour, this is the highlight, but again, you can see it's not really much of a highlight shade, to be honest. So I'm not a fan of the highlight, but I'll still use it. But the bronzer is my favorite. Moving on, I want to talk about a few of my favorite highlighters that released in March and that I've been loving. And there were a lot of highlighter releases, but I'll try to keep it to two. I'll show you two types. One is cream and one is powder. So the cream one is this Urban Decay Skin highlighter in the shade Sin. Kind of a catchy name, but I'll swatch this for you. So that's what it looks like. Again, this is what I do is on days that I don't want to put too much highlighter on, being a cream highlighter like this, I'll just put it on the high points of my face and I'll just blend it in with a beauty blender, and it will just give you that glow from within. I know on Sephora a lot of people actually gave this highlighter a kind of a negative review, saying that, you know, it doesn't really show up on the face, it's not really that glow from outside, from outer space kind of look. But not every highlighter is supposed to do that. Like, there can be some highlighters that'll just make you look really pretty, you know, without being noticeable. So I like it on those days that I don't want to really, you know, have a lot of glow, but I just want to look like I'm glowing from within, look like I've woken up fresh, looking healthy. So this is one of those highlighters. I highly recommend you guys to try it out. I think I don't know if I used this in my last video, but definitely it's been one of my favorites for the last month, and I'm kind of using this up. So yeah, I mean, not every highlighter is gonna be that very beaming, very glowy. Definitely this one is a lit from within kind of look. You go for a highlighter that is, you know, very shiny, very glowy, you can see it from far away, then you would love the Anastasia Glow Kit. You know, if you guys are in the makeup world, you would know Anastasia makes some of the greatest glow kits, and her last one in December wasn't really that good. You know, I didn't buy it. It was too glittery and too chunky. This one is beautiful, actually. So and I know a lot of people have been saying again that this has a little bit of glitter in it, and you can see like there is little sparkles in these shades if you look closely. But when you tap off the brush, like when you're applying it, you tap off the brush, then some of that sparkles, some of the sparkles, they fly away, and you're just left with this kind of highlight. I mean, how shiny is that? That's like intense highlight. Again, I want to swatch a few shades here. I want to do Kitty Cat, and I want to do 143. Like, how shiny are these? Oh my god. I want to show you on the back of my hand. And these are just with one swipe, you know, compared to the Urban Decay. Again, these are obviously more shiny, more glowy. So if you're into that kind of highlight, then definitely I would say the glow kits are definitely worth your money, because you're getting like 6 pans. And I mean, will you ever be able to finish this highlighter set? I don't think so. I mean, this will take you probably a few years to finish, so it's a great investment. Any of her glow kits really are a great investment, but you have to just love the color selection. So, you know, this is more of a peachy golden kind of vibe, which I really love. I wanted to share with you this priming. It's not a priming spray, but it's when you have to put too much powder on and you want to take away that kind of powderiness. This is the MAC Fix Plus. MAC just released these new scented Fix Pluses. This one smells so good. It smells like you're on a tropical vacation. This is the coconut one. They have a lavender one. They have a rose one. I believe the coconut one is sold out. I'm not sure. You can check, but you know, if you can get your hands on the lavender or the rose, those are pretty good too. It does the exact same thing as the original Fix Plus, but honestly, it smells like a vacation. So, you know, in spring you're reminded of my favorite finishing powders at the moment, of setting powder that I've been loving this month of March. And it's not a new release, it's by Rodial, and it's the banana powder. Really, it's their banana powder shape. I'm loving this powder at the moment. What's so good about this powder is that when you put it on, it doesn't feel like you're putting on powder. Like, it doesn't have that powdery feel. When you put it on your face, it just kind of melts into the skin right away. It doesn't leave you looking powdery. I wanted to give you a few lip options that I have been loving this month. This is the Alexis Rain Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Bare Necessities, and I'll swatch it for you. Do you see how beautiful this peachy shade is? The other one that I've been loving at the moment is this MAC lipstick in the shade Strip Me Down. It's a perfect nude. It's going to be a little bit darker on the nude side, but it's a warm brown nude. I'm actually wearing this today, and yeah, I did film a look on these favorites. So again, really beautiful shade. Really, the last one I have is a mascara by MAC. It's the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I've been loving it for my lower lashes. A lot of people say that it is good for your lower lashes, and I agree. I mean, it doesn't do much for your upper lashes. It's really just for the bottom one. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please click the button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye. Oh, and I wanted to remind you, I wanted to say that a makeup tutorial on this look will be up soon after I post my favorites video, so do be sure to check that out as well. When I do post it, I will let you guys know. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.